Yo, having a desk setup that's always inspiring and work ready is one of those things that you can never go wrong with if you really want to boost your productivity. But we all know it costs a lot to build the perfect setup, so I spent some time searching for the right desk that's also budget friendly to give me the result I wanted, preferably a sit-stand desk to avoid back pain during long working sessions. What up people, what's good? My name's Habib and here's my desk setup tour moving to 2024. First off, the makeover. So after cleaning up the space and getting rid of my old desk, I was ready to put things together. This is a desk from Fasibo that I found on Amazon and honestly it does a decent job for the price. Coming at $150, setting this up was straightforward with the help of the user's manual and it took me about an hour and a half to put together. I went with the rustic brown tabletop with black legs and it matches my expectation to some extent. Mind you, the tabletop is split into two, so I had to be extra careful to align them perfectly. Just wanted to point that out. It allows up to 4 preset heights which I use for sitting and standing to get my blood flowing without leaving my desk. It does get a little squeak sound when lowering the heights, but that isn't something I'm really worried about for now. There's also a little wobble when typing on the desk at full height, but that's common to all sit-stand desks, especially if you have your monitor floating from one side just like mine. At 48 by 24 inches, I've managed to keep the desk clean while having all my essential accessories within arm's reach, which gives me enough room to bring in other items when needed. I use its drawer to store things that I don't necessarily need every time to avoid clutter on the desk. Now talking about keeping things clean, I was able to keep my desk clutter free with cable management tricks along with this docking station from this company called Minisopuru. It supports up to 3 monitor connections to your machine and I am able to connect my dual monitor to my MacBook with HDMI and display ports that can render up to 4K resolution at 60Hz. It also has 7 USB ports, an Ethernet port and 1 audio jack, which makes it easy for me to connect my peripherals and accessories. You can get up to 100 watts of power delivery and it also works with Windows, Mac OS, Chrome OS, Ubuntu and Android, so connecting this to any type of computer would be a breeze. And I'll make sure to drop a link to this docking station in the description down below, so if you guys are interested in this, feel free to check them out. To manage all the cables that are connected to it, I use a few accessories from Amazon to keep all the cables out of sight in order to avoid distractions while getting work done. The power source I use is attached under the desk with this 2-sided Gorilla tape to make sure I have everything powered while keeping the entire area clean. I routed all the cable using the J-channel cable raceway, which also has a 2-sided tape and is perfect for hiding long cables. And to avoid annoying pop-off after routing everything, I support the cable raceway with these cable clips. I also use zip ties to clip all the cables from the monitor to the mounts, and overall I just feel less distracted and more productive with all these cables out of sight. Floating right in front of me is the 24-inch Dell S2421HS monitor. This has been my main monitor for the past 2 years and I can say it actually satisfies the kind of work that I currently do on my desk. It has a 1080p resolution at 75Hz with an IPS panel. I think it's a decent monitor for productivity, especially if you're not looking to game on it. The color accuracy on these are relatively good and I just love its simplicity. And to the left, I have the 24-inch Dell S2422HG monitor, which is made for gaming. I personally use it as a vertical monitor for research, reading long texts like my script for voiceover, or just general multitasking stuff, and it's actually been clutch for conversation with ChatGPT while I do my own works. It has a full HD resolution at 155Hz, which is great for good gameplay, and has a VA panel that delivers rich colors and contrasts. Powering my entire setup is the 2020 Intel MacBook Pro, which stands on this plastic laptop holder. It has 8GB of RAM, 4-core CPU, along with the Intel Iris Plus Graphics 645 GPU. It's been moving mad slow recently, but it's kind of old and low on specs, so it's expected, but for now it gets the job done. My keyboard of choice is the K2 low profile wireless mechanical keyboard from Keychron. I have been using this keyboard for almost 2 years and it's actually been holding up well. I'm not a fan of RGB lights, so I went with the one with just white backlights. It connects wirelessly via Bluetooth, but I personally use a coil cable for a better key response and to also match my desk aesthetics. To its right is my all-time favorite mouse, which is the MX Master 3S for Mac. This is actually one of my most favorite accessory on the desk, and that's because of how much it has improved my productivity since I had it. I have tons of custom shortcuts that I use to improve my workflow, and it's just been a plus for work efficiency. They both lie on this topography desk mat that just gives a pop-off color to the setup, which keeps things smooth. I've had this MXL 990 microphone along with the Scarlett Solo audio interface for almost 6 years, and I'm finally putting it to use. The audio interface is glued under the desk to keep a clean space, and the entire audio ecosystem system just fits perfectly to my current setup. And if you're wondering what the mic sounds like, well, you've been listening to the outcome this whole time. Holding the mic is an arm from Hulanzi, and I use it to keep the mic away when I'm not using it. The chair I use is the Marcus ergonomic office chair from IKEA, which I have had for a while, and it's held up well. It has a very simple and basic design, but quite comfortable for sitting down during long working sessions. Its adjustable and lockable tilt function increases stability and control for different sitting positions, and overall it's just a good chair for productivity. Now, to brighten things up, I attached this light from Goovy behind my monitors along with the lightning bar on the wall. This has made the entire setup stand out and created nice ambience just for vibes. I can easily control the Goovy light with an app on my phone, and overall it's just a good addition to the setup. The fake plant and wall art are from Amazon just to add some greenery to the setup and give me a boost of motivation to do my best. So yeah, the entire setup has definitely been a huge upgrade for me and just makes me realize how important it is to have a sit-stand desk. If you guys are interested in any of the items I mentioned in this video, feel free to check the description down below for relative links, and make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next one. Yaga.